All right, welcome everyone. So I don't know if you've noticed, but the look on Infinite Campus has changed a little bit, especially when it comes to creating assignments, which is something that I think we do every day. So I've been asked to just make a real quick tutorial video just to go over that again if you're unsure how to do that under the new updated Infinite Campus system. How to make an assignment and how to share that between several classes if you have several classes that are doing the same thing. Okay, so the add button is here in the kind of like the upper left corner of your gradebook area where it always has been. So if I'm going to add an assignment, I'll click on that. But instead of having a pop-up, you have this side panel coming out from the right. So this is where you would put all the information about your assignment. Okay, so you'd title your assignment. So for example, if I'm going to do like a warm-up question, I'll put the title here. Kind of the same thing, start date and end date. So you can change this if you want to. I'm going to set this up for next week Monday. So I'll change the starting and ending date. Um, and you have a drop-down calendar that you can choose the dates from. And then you have the grading information here, and you have this part here, abbreviation and sequence. So this was still the same as it was in the old grade book. So abbreviation, you can put something here that you can remember the assignment by. It's required that you put something here. I've never really used it that much, and I don't think the kids see it, but it requires that you put something there. So I'll just put a little abbreviation. And then the sequence number, now this is what it uses to arrange your assignments when you have your gradebook. So using the sequence number, it'll arrange your assignments based off of that order. So what I like to do is I like to put, for example, the date. So I'm going to give this assignment on the 29th of March. So I'll put 3/29, 3/29. If I give several assignments on the same date, I'll put like a decimal point. So 329.1. That'll be the first assignment. And then if I had another assignment, I'd have a 329.2. For me, that just helps to arrange it in order so that the latest assignments are on the right side. Otherwise, it's kind of just like a funky, weird arrangement it has. Kind of strange thing, but that's how it is. Okay, and then you have all your standard stuff here. So if you have multiple categories, if you're setting up your gradebook based off of categories as opposed to a point system, then you might choose what category you want to put your assignment in. I just use a point system, so I just have one category. Okay, and then all of this stuff here is the same. Number of points, you can change how many points it's worth here. So my warm-up question is going to be worth 3 points, and the multiplier is you multiply the number of points by that when it figures out the average. So I'm just going to keep that as 1.0. Okay, now the other thing is if you want to share this, so if you want to copy this assignment or have it appear in multiple classes, which we often have if you have several sections of the same class and they're all going to do the same assignment, you don't have to put it in separately for each one. That's kind of a hassle. Now, under the old grade book, there was a place where you could choose which sections you want it to appear in. Now for this one, what you have to do first though is you have to save the assignment. So you'll notice on the bottom here, the blue button on the right, or excuse me, on the left, is the save button. So I'm going to click that first. You need to save the assignment first before you can share it to other classes. Okay, so once I've done that, then you'll notice you have the summary page or summary tab that comes out here. If you scroll down to the bottom of that, in this section here on the bottom where it says other sections/schedules, and you can add, that's where you would, if you want it to appear in multiple sections, this is where you would go. So you'd go here, other sections/schedules at the very bottom of this pop out here, this slide out drawer on the right, and I'm going to click that. And this is where you can add multiple sections. So if I have several sections of the same class and I all want them to have that same assignment appear and not have to manually go into each section individually and put it in, which is a hassle, you can do that here. Okay, so you go down here on the bottom, I'm going to add sections, and then all of your classes pop up. And so you pick whichever your appropriate sections are. So I'm going to add it to my other computer programming class. I'm going to click add. And if there are other sections, you would add it to those sections. And then I'm going to click OK here. Okay, and so you see that now I have two computer programming sections that are going to have that same assignment in. Then I'll go down to this blue button here. I'm going to save that. And now I'm done. Okay, so I can close it out here. And so now that assignment appears in my gradebook as normal. Here it is on the right. And if I go to my other section, my other computer programming section, which is period 7, okay, then you'll see that that's that assignment right here, which is this new one here on the right. Okay, so that's how that new gradebook works. It's kind of a funny thing. They kind of updated us on us without really telling us, but not quite the same as the old one in terms of the layout, but all the features are there. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, let me know, and we'll see what we can do with that.